Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, epidemiologist, biostatistician, faculty member, and in this segment I'm going to be going over the correct way of mapping some data points within the base map. So let's go ahead and get started here. What I want to show you is multiple ways that you can do this. However, let's go into add data here, and then you can do add XY data here. And then this gives you the longitude and latitude, and sometimes you might have to change the file name. Now this is what is important. Pay attention to this. When you show details, this Mercator auxiliary sphere comes up, and what you want is this one. So somehow that got overwritten. So let's select edit. And I did this in the previous video, but I want to do this correctly this time. So then what you do, and this is really important, enter GCS underscore WGS underscore 1984. So that gives you, when you search for it, that gives you the proper projection system. So the all of these maps have a projection system, and the GCS WGS actually is part of this projection system. So this is momentarily what this is going to pull up is the actual projection data. And even though there's nothing that is retrieved, we can go into GCS WGS and see if anything is retrieved through that. What I did is I actually selected, took some time to get through this, and then try to make sure that this is on the right coordinate system. And this is where you look for it. The world, and we're looking at WGS 1984. But you can go and actually read the descriptions of what these represent. So select OK, and then you should be able to see the data points that you're mapping. So when you conduct the search and allow for this to happen, then you actually have the proper projection system. What I'm talking about is that when you put the search in here for that acronym, then you can actually go into layers and use that as the projection system. And you actually need to do so. So here I'm going to select this and then select OK. And let's see what we come up with. And surely enough, GCS WGS 1984. So let's select OK. And then that should give us the data points that are trying to be mapped. So this is the proper way to do this. Let's wait a moment here, and then as you can see, the set of data points in Detroit are visible. And then you can easily zoom in on this and try to figure out where this is. And there's Detroit. So once you conduct the search right here, these two menus should pop up. So since we're concerned with the geographic coordinate system, select plus, and then let's select world, and then let's select WGS 1984, and then you hit OK. And so now this is converted to GCS WGS 1984. That was exactly what we were trying to get. So now you select OK. And OK. And as you can see, there's very distant points, and you want to kind of zoom in on that. So in order to zoom in, there's a really neat feature here. You select the plus zoom in button, and then zoom in on that. So now I've zoomed in on Detroit. And there's a neat little trick that I was going to show you, where you can actually zoom into the area much quicker than what is present. So here's Detroit. I've gotten to Detroit, and there's some points that are getting populated. Again, these are some of the shooting incidents that took place over a span of 3 years in Detroit. So what we can do again is generate a rectangle around the city, and eventually, that might take some time, eventually everything will pop up here. There's a lot of crime in certain areas in the city, more so than others, and this will begin to appear as you map these points. But again, this is actually telling because of the highway structure that is provided surrounding these areas. A lot of times surrounding the highways, there's more incidents surrounding the roads than some of the other places. So let's zoom in further, and what you can also do is zoom into layer. These are all the exits actually that are numbered here. And you see on the east, Dearborn. Of course, there's Detroit, and then there's some Hamtramck, New Center, Highland Park. So you can orient yourself surrounding the city just by studying this map, and you can kind of tell what areas are more susceptible to crime, more so than others. And as you can see, there's cluster up quite evenly. So a map would probably show a lot of things here. So this is how you map a map with the shooting incidents that are taking place within the city. I hope this has provided some insight. Thank you for listening.